What needs does a 2-year-old have? It was a question I asked myself a lot because my son had just turned 2, I was his primary caretaker, and he was crying a lot. You see, neurotypical kids, they have these needs that develop in tandem with their ability to communicate them. So when you're 6 months old, cry a lot, but your needs are simple. Pee, poo, hug, sleep, milk, all straightforward to figure out. 12 to 18 months old, you can get away with a lot of choices because it's about toys, people, places, and they're starting to vocalize, and so it all kind of works out. But by 24 months old, kids typically have 200 words they can say, and they're making short phrases. And if your child doesn't have that ability, but they have those needs, then you're gonna have a bad time. And I was having a bad time. The stuff he wanted was wild. For example, one time he was sitting in the bath and he was just upset. I thought maybe it was the water, was too hot, too cold, maybe he wanted to play instead of being in the bath. But it turned out what he really wanted was to use the new body wash we had purchased earlier that day. So we did AAC, we did Prolocal AAC for a few weeks, and it worked great because there were situations where he was able to express himself using the AAC. I closed the iPad and he cried, and I was like, oh, he just wants to watch more YouTube. But he was able to say, daddy, daddy, daddy. And I was like, oh, he wants to play with me. And he did, that's what he wanted. Another time, took him to take a bath, and he pressed shower, 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 and oh, okay, take a shower instead. But eventually we stopped using the device because it was just too hard for him to express what he wanted. It wasn't until 3 months later when he got language, when he was able to figure out how to combine nouns and verbs and make short sentences, that the crying stopped and he was finally able to express himself fully. And that's when I realized AAC really has to be about building language. That has to be something that happens within the AAC.
Link in bio.